I joined The Voice because I felt like it was giving me an opportunity to not only to be able to give advice to the people that I would be coaching, but also people out in TV land, maybe, and hopefully they, someone that's looking for some answers or ever had any questions, hopefully that I could like impart some information to them that could make things easier for them too. My goal is to just reach people, to reach them and like share everything that I learned and everything that I was taught and, pay it forward. This has been a really great journey and trek for me. So I just want to, I'm 41. Reverse those numbers. There's like some 14-year-old that like could take some of this stuff and like do far better than I ever could. My expectations is that it would be work that I would enjoy, but I was wrong. It's not been any work at all. It's just been fun, really honestly fun. That's part of the DNA of the show is that, it's a competition. But I think that like, the respect for everyone is just so high. And I was just so honored to be amongst that panel. We're all being given opportunities to express ourselves in different ways, and why not seize the opportunity? Why not seize the moment? That's what I love about The Voice, is that it's really about the voice, but at the end of the day, there's so many other layers to it, and it's allowed all of us to express ourselves. I listen first for tone, like a unique tone, something that's interesting that'll cut through. Second, I listen for technical skill in terms of like the vocal ability. And third, I'm always looking for there to be a kinesthetic value to the tone that you're listening to. Meaning, when you hear a sound, do you also feel something too? And usually, if you can feel a person's story, then that person's a very interesting artist, and that's what would make me turn around. On my team, I have an amazing assortment of like different personalities and obviously different walks of life and different archetypes, but more importantly, like voices and stories. They're very all different and unique, and that's what I really appreciate about my team mostly, is that there's just an assortment of just individuality. It means a lot to do, something on this level with Gwen. I mean, I've always admired her and just always considered it an honor to work with her and her band. And, she's a trailblazer. And what it means to me to work with her on the show it feels serendipitous, It's just like, wow, we're both like here doing this, and this is so much fun, and it's like just really honestly helping people. Essentially, at the end of the day, there are 48 contestants, and only one person's going to win. And 47 people go home at one point or another. So, in a sense, what you're basically doing is you're having these coaching camps and these mentoring sessions that last for a season, and one person actually wins, but everybody else gets invaluable information to help them on their journey and their trek. And The Voice has set itself apart from the rest of the reality-based shows that are based on music because of the coaching and the kind of hands-on approach that they've created, within the series. It just stands out, and it's just completely different than everything else. And the rest of those 47 people, like, their lives are going to be changed because they had Blake teach them a lot about their voices and what they could do, and they had Gwen to teach them about like the tone and like their styling, and they had Adam to teach them about like vocal control. That's huge, and I think I commend the creators of the show because this is just far and apart from everything else. It's been a pleasure to meet Blake. Blake is like, Blake's like a neighbor in Virginia, I just instantly knew him. When I first met him, I was like, okay, I know exactly who you are. Like, Southern accent, Southern guy, Southern taste, broad mind, really talented, competitive, ambitious, and just just knew who he was, you know. And it's been a pleasure to watch him, you know, teach me the ropes of how the show works and the do's, the don'ts, and just seeing how incredibly persuasive he is. Like, he's really good, you know. The accent kicks in and people instantly feel like they know him and they trust him, and they should, because he has a big heart. And I can tell you that after being around him for like 5 days, like, the guy's the real thing.